Let's go! Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. Go! She really wanna pop me. Go! Just know that you will never flop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it. Then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about a boom, about a bing. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clearer to a couple niggas that I always win and then I gotta get it again and again and again. And I be doing it to death and now I move a little foul. A nigga better call a rap and everybody know my style. Niggas know that I'm the best when it come to doing this and I be picking.
What's going on, guys? It's Lord Beardo. We're gonna talk about the Hogs today. Those overpowered Mr. T's that you hate seeing coming in your base during the war days. I'm going to teach you how to stop that from happening. And I'm also going to show you Hog attacks from a Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8, Town Hall 9. That way you can see the different dynamic, and it's not just only these top Town Hall 9s who are using them because they spent gems on them. You can get them on your own. You can get them pretty quickly, and I'll tell you what troops you don't need to upgrade first. Go ahead and get the armies ready so that for war, you can get your 3-star. This is our clan war that we fought against VN Clan yesterday. We beat them pretty bad, actually. We put up 130 on them, which is nice. This is Brillo. He's one of our more brilliant fighters we got, and you can see he's got level 2 Hogs, so he's not coming in with 3s. Take a look at the base, pause the video, see if you see these kind of bases during war day that you're not able to defeat, and these Hogs are really going to be able to help you take care of these bases. Quick recap from the start. He pulled the king and the clan castle, brought them off to the left-hand side, took them out. That's what you want to do. You want to come with at least 30 Hogs when you're bringing these all hog armies, and you have to have a good secondary army. If you take too many Hogs, you won't have enough second army to accomplish taking out the clan castle and the king. And especially when you get into Town Hall 8 and you're fighting into 9s, you have to be able to have a big enough second army to take out the queen also, and that becomes a little tricky. I'll show you that in the next video. Here it's really easy if you're coming after Town Hall 8s with all the Hogs. You just do 30 Hogs, a good little second army, bring enough wizards. You see here he's at Town Hall 8, so he had the level 5 wizards, and they're going to get everything just demolished really quickly. You can use them to take down the king and move right on to attacking the base. So there's going to be 3 steps to using Hogs successfully. You're going to lure the clan castle and the heroes off to one side. Then you're going to deploy your Hogs in 1 or 2 armies directly behind the areas that you took care of their heroes. And the third one is going to be to drop the spells on top of the Hogs when they get into high defensive areas. A good way to set off Town Hall 8 clan troops is to just use one giant, walk it up to the wall, but it didn't work right here, so I had to put 1 or 2 Hogs over. I got the dragon out. I wanted to make sure that I got the king down too, so I'll put 1 little barb, or in this case a little archer on the side, and I'm gonna bring all the troops down, the clan castle, the king, and everything. When you're in this position down here, you can use a lot of different troops. You can go with archers, you can go with wizards. Some people will drop a spell down here to take care of these. I wouldn't do that. I would just use the archers as the initial meat shield, drop the wizards down so that they start going for the clan troops, the big ones, and the king. I drop my king and rage them, and then here's where step 2 comes into play, where I bring my Hogs in behind the secondary army. If you bring your Hogs in from the opposite side of the base, as the Hogs go through the middle of the base, the rest of the army will get killed by the defenses. But in this case, as you take away the bits of defense, they'll stay alive and the Hogs will progress through the front of the base. Here's step 3. You see I drop it when there's a wizard tower and a mortar and cannons and archer towers. It's a high traffic area. And getting back to what I said about the second army, if don't put the Hogs behind the second army, they will die and they will not help you clean up the base. As you see right here, once all the defenses are down, it's just a free-for-all. So if all your second troops get taken down because you place your Hogs on the opposite side of the base, which almost every single time happens, you can go with this alternative and it's a lot better. So I was able to get the heroic win in war yesterday thanks to one of my Loot Nation teammates who fought before it. He had a little bit of a tough time, spotted out some of the bombs for me. So I'm fighting a Town Hall 9 here, and it's a new Town Hall 9. You can see the Archer Tower is brand new. He probably just got there. He was a very good 8 that had moved into 9. And the real big difference that you're dealing with in 9 is the size of the bases, the fact that there's an added wizard tower, an added air defense, an added archer tower. But the queen is the real difference in between fighting a Town Hall 8 and a Town Hall 9, because you have to take down a whole nother entity. So what I'm going to do here is the same exact plan as the first one. I'm going to make sure I bring all the troops over, but this time I bring dragons down on top of them, and they're just a stronger troop that's going to take the queen down quicker. I bring the hogs in all in one straight line, like I said. You want to make sure that you put the heal spells down on your hogs in these high traffic areas. You see right here, it's going to start taking tons of different fire from all sorts of defenses at this point, and then you're going to lead your heal spells, so you drop them down right in areas where you know they're staying on top of an area and fighting for a while. So that was my second heal spell, and then obviously you want to save your third heal spell if you don't need it for when they're kind of trotting around the base cleaning stuff up, because if there's a really crafty double bomb, which I'm going to show you from my base, they'll take out the hogs and you won't end up getting a 3-star. Sometimes you won't even get the 2-star because nothing will get inside to the town hall. And being that I'm a Town Hall 8, I don't have the queen, and I don't have the extra 20 troops to be able to bring more wizards in to make it inside the middle to take out the town hall. That's why I went with the dragons, and if you rewatch the video, there's a moment when the one air defense takes down both the dragons. If I would have saved my clan castle and dropped it over in that area once a bit more of the defenses were taken down, I would have definitely had the 2 dragons up, which would have been really awesome. I was still really excited about the win. You can't really see because it's the replay from the war, but it came down to the last second. It was such a close win here. Alright, so I'm going to bring you Dath's video from this war. He is one of our newest co-leaders to Loot Nation. Big props to him for lots of 3-star wins over the last couple wars, keeping the donations high, making Loot Nation kind of climb through the ranks. We're inside the top 10,000 global, so we'll see how close we get. I think we're like 8,500 now, which is awesome. So he's going to grab the king and queen, the troops, bring them down to the bottom. You see he drops the rage spell to take out the troops. It's all a preference thing. I'm not the biggest fan of dropping the rage spell, but he does get the job done. It helps that he got the level 5 hogs, which are so much more dominant than the level 4s. The way the hog breakdown goes, you get him at 270 hit points at 60 damage. It goes up 10 in damage from 1 to 2, and then it goes up 12 damage when you get from 3 to 4, and then when you go up to the 5, it's 13 more damage than the 4 hogs. So it starts at 60, ends at 105. That's a humongous difference in what you're dealing with when you first get them. They're almost twice as strong. The hit points go up from 270 when you first get them to 475. So it's double right there in how many hit points it can handle. So you see here, you're putting the heal spells in high traffic areas. You're bringing the hogs from the same side that you bring your second army and your king and your queen to preserve their life, and it's a very basic, simple strategy that your entire clan can adopt and use it from Town Hall 7 to Town Hall 8 into Town Hall 9 and really start winning yourself some wars. I'm starting to see a lot of anti-hog bases, and you notice the anti-hog bases a lot because the insides of the bases will be spread out, so you can't define where exactly the big bombs are going to be and the hidden Tesla coils are going to be, and you can't really design too much of a base for all dragons other than spreading it out. And see, you can see here with my base, I had this idea the night before war started that they were walking a lot of giants right up to my wall on the left and right hand side, and it was pulling my clan castle. So I thought to myself, let me throw up my Tesla coils on the outside, being that my storages don't matter at all, and I know there's a high amount of hit points for the dark storage. I kind of blockaded my Tesla coil in, and my idea here is that a giant or a hog that they release will go right to the Tesla, and it won't be able to pull out my clan castle. And it actually worked out really well. And I was saying a little before about you can't really design your base for all dragons. You just got to do the defenses. But with the Hogs, you can create little death areas that they'll all congregate into and lay multiple bombs, big bombs, upgrade your big bombs, put all your spring traps in certain areas, and that's going to be the way to stop with the Hogs. And the good thing about when people come and fight you with Hogs is if you do bait them into these big bombs, you'll stop them completely. I mean, sometimes I got 2 defends off this just by switching these 2 Tesla coils to the outside, and then you see right here. So now he's taken so much time just to get the clan castle out. He's already spent so many different troops, and this is just a very favorable thing because you're trying to buy yourself a little bit of time in war when it comes to not getting 3-starred, or even getting a defend, or letting them only put up 1 star. So he drops his wizards down, mine take him out, and then my wizards took out his entire king, which is perfect. From my other video before, I was telling you need that second army, and he just lost his second army. So big thanks to Loot Nation for giving me the wizards. I had a little thing going where I thought the dragons were better, but I like the dragons, I like the wizards, they're both great clan castle troops. So I'll see going forward which one works out a little bit better. Okay, so he brings his Hogs in through the bottom. He drops his heal spell. I know that he's going to have 3 different heal spells, so he brings his second group down, which is going to take out that other Tesla. He drops now where I believe he comes in now with there it is, the second. And then when his Hogs jump over this wall, I got this little Death Alley thing happening here, and he's just going to run them all directly into my double bombs. And he tried to lead his 3rd heal spell. They never made it there, and that's a full defend. I was just real pumped about this. So it really comes down to trying to stop them from being able to lure the clan castle properly and creating an area. You can see my base. It's the state of New Jersey design, but it's the way it funnels all the Hogs up. They're not going to go off to the left or the right too much. They're going to go down a track right to the middle. So I'm hoping that each time, they're going to come and they're all going to get stuck at that little alley, and it's going to work out perfectly. You see this second guy, he watches the replay, notices not to come from the top, the left side or the right side, so he puts the Hogs through. He grabs the clan castle and the king. He brings him down. He's going to take care of it. There's a little more picture perfect than say the last situation. So this guy had a hard time getting my whole clan castle out. He sends another Hog over, gets one more wizard out, and then he believes that that's the last wizard in there, takes him down, puts all the Hogs down, but there ends up being one more wizard inside the clan castle. And this kind of worked out perfectly because the first video was my big bombs that ended up winning me the defend, and the second one was me being a little more crafty with the way that the Tesla coils and everything are on the outside, creating a little bit of a confusion, making my clan castle a little harder to lure, and it worked out. When you get the wizards, when they follow around the Hogs, they'll shoot them like 3 or 4 times. They'll take all the Hogs out. This guy has no shot at this point. He drops the king down. My wizard's still alive. And it just, when you're making these anti-hog bases, you want to make your clan castles as hard as they can to get out, and you want to make it so that when they do let out, it takes a very long time for them to let the Hogs go inside the base. So good luck, guys.
You will hear it in the street, or you can read it in the press. Do you really want to know what's next? Let's go. See the way we on it, and we all up in the race, and we gotta go now, try to keep up with the pace, and we struggling and hustling to set it and to get it, and we always gotta do it, take it to another place, gotta taste it, and I gotta grab it, and I gotta cut all through this traffic just to be at the top of the throne, but I know I gotta have it.